So yesterday I posted a video concerning this story. This is an update for the apology I promised to post. So this is a backstory for people that didn't watch yesterday, which I'm going to link up in this video or down in the description box. So you go watch it and try to understand what's going on. But then she was dragged by people on TikTok. She posted a video on her own. She just posted a cute little video. Oh, I'm taking my nanny to the Philippines. She has been working with us for more than 30 years. And when she was about 3 weeks old, they employed the nanny and she was working for her for about 30 years. And this is the first time she'll be going back home to meet her family, her Filipino family. And people dragged that very well and we're saying that is human trafficking. You took someone to your place in America for over 30 years. Person did not have access to their children for over 30 years. They didn't go back to meet their family and all of that. In short, her being in America, she doesn't even have a stay. She doesn't have work permit, nothing. People are literally just putting her inside the house and human trafficking her. And now you're making a cute video and saying that, oh, you're taking her to the Philippines to meet her family. People really dragged her. So now I'm going to play what the video she made after the all stitches and duets that she got from that video. I'm going to put the video for you all to watch, and that is like an apology video to the social media.
I grew up with a childhood nanny named Elena. Yesterday, I sat down and filmed a lengthy video going into the details of her immigration process as well as her employment. Before posting that video, I called Elena and shared it with her. She asked that I do not share those details of her life. Her word to me is the most important thing, and I will honor that. She reminded me that she and I know the truth of our relationship, that is what matters most, and that hateful people are not interested in understanding. I want to make it clear that I agree with how broken the immigration process is. Separately, I'd like to make it clear that Elena received a competitive wage for her work. Prior to her work with my family, she worked with many other families within the US. I cannot speak to her sacrifices and decisions, but I will say that every year she continued to choose to work with my family. It was one of our biggest blessings. Elena is the most incredible human with the most incredible soul, and I could not be more proud to consider her one of the 3 pillars that raised me. All of my grandparents passed before I was born, so I cannot speak to that traditional relationship, but in my heart, she is that and then some. My relationship with Elena was normalized to me. She has been in my life since I was 3 weeks old. It is very, very painful to unpack why someone would end up as an undocumented citizen in America, but reducing her life and her story to nothing but pain and sadness is untrue and disrespectful. She has a full life with hobbies and travel and friends. I understand that my tone was inappropriate considering the gravity of her story. I understand that when I share my life on social media, I am subjecting myself to criticism. I am always aiming to grow and become a better version of myself. I am deeply sorry for the ripple effect of hurt that my videos have caused. The spreading of false narratives on the internet can be extremely hurtful and dangerous to all involved. My relationship with her is ultimately something that I could not hold closer to my heart, and I apologize if me trying to share that came across insensitive, ingenuine, or negative and hurtful in any way, shape, or form.
She can't be totally blamed because she grew to know this woman and she just personally just explaining the relationship she has with this woman, this Filipino woman. She just explained the relationship she has with her, but she's not really seeing what her family really did. So I feel like she's just saying the cook-up story her family must have told her, and this is really wrong. It is really, really wrong to do something like that to someone. And this woman back in Philippines, she has children. Like, she also has given birth for over 30 years. She hasn't seen her family. It is all shades of wrong. So what do you all think about this apology? I want to know what you think about it down in the comment section. I have few stitches to share with you, so kindly stay tuned and watch.
So by now we have all heard about this creator and the nanny she had since birth or since childhood. And the excuses her family has told her, which Exhibit A. So you mean to tell me that this woman has never seen her own baby because she just chose to stay nannying for your family? Take it from someone who's been a nanny before. Families will threaten you to make you stay. And for me, it never worked for me. I always left when I wanted to. But as for someone who's from a different country, it might not be that easy. I don't care what you say or what your family says to you. You're a grown woman. You have common sense. I bet they threatened her, and you can't prove me that they didn't. I'm sure you can't, because you just took that, what your parents told you, and flew with it. Also, you, as a mother with children, you should understand that you couldn't be away from your children. It was not her choice. That's just the excuse you gave so your followers won't look at you crazy.
God, I love this woman so much. The princess, as I like to call her, was of course chauffeured all around.
She's not being chauffeured around because she's a princess. She obviously has difficulty walking. Maybe because for the last 30 years she hasn't had like adequate health care, because for 30 years she hasn't had any rights while working for your family. I don't care what you call her. She's not your family. She's not your friend. She's not your nana or nanny or whatever. Nunu nana. She's your worker, and that's how you treated her for 30 years. Nothing more.
My 93-year-old dad is iconic, but I want to introduce you to the real legend of the family.
So I had to do a little video and speak on that content creator's nanny that she grew up with for 30 years. She had a Filipino nanny who lived with her family and worked with her family for 30 years, and not once in that time did she get to go back to the Philippines to visit her family, or did that family help her bring family over for a visit, and they didn't even help her with her immigration status. And this girl was making a clout video basically talking about sending her beloved nanny back to the Philippines to have a reunion with her family who she hasn't seen in 30 years, including her children who she left in the Philippines and did not see for 30 years. This bothers me so much as a Filipino person, and I feel like I come from a Filipino family with a little bit of means. Like, they're not rich by any stretch of the imagination, but they're not poverty stricken like so many Filipino families are. Women in the Philippines, and I say women specifically because that is the majority of the migrant workers who leave the Philippines to go abroad to support their family, to places like a lot in Europe, a lot in Abu Dhabi is a big place where a lot of Filipino migrant workers end up doing domestic labor. And I fully believe, I feel like this is being spoken of very gently because I view it as a form of slavery. Like, the fact that she was in their house for 30 years, and I know the girl said in her apology video that she had competitive wages, but competitive wages that she couldn't go home and visit her family, or couldn't pay for her family to come visit. You couldn't help her family get a tourist visa to come visit here. It's just disgusting, and it really deeply saddens me because it's just another example of migrant women being fully taken advantage of. This woman raised another child and missed her children's entire lives to raise a rich girl here in the United States, and her family couldn't even help her go home to see her own family. It just sounds really sketchy, and even the apology video sounds like it's being made to pass off as they did the best that they could, and Tia Elena made the choice to stay because she just loved them so much and wanted to stay. It's gross. It really is, and it's sad.
About social media that I like, people always tend to dig out things that are happening and all of that. Anyways, I'd love to know your thoughts in the comment section. My name is Maria Davis, and thank you all so much for sticking around to this point. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video if you find it helpful. And of course, I'm going to see you all in my next video. Bye.